Hello class. Today let's go over a few problems from section 2.8. Now let's jump into exercise number 1. Here we are finding distance between those 2 points. So the distance d is square root over final x subtracting initial x square plus final y subtracting initial y square. It doesn't matter which y we choose because there is a power 2, but let's keep track that way. x2 initial x final x. x2 is 2 minus x1 is negative 1 to the power 2 plus initial y final y 3 subtracting negative 3 square. So this equals 2 subtracting negative 1 is 3 square plus 3 subtracting 3 is 6 square. So we got square root over 9 plus 36. So that is square root over 45. Let's reduce this. Square root over 45, that is 3 times 5. So we can take 3 out. 5 should stay there. So 3 times square root over 5 unit we do have. So midpoint is just the average of the coordinates. x1 plus x2 final x divided by 2, y1 plus y final y divided by 2. That's how we find the midpoint. x1 is negative 6 plus x2 is 8 divided by 2. y1 is 5 plus y2 is negative 1 divided by 2. Negative 6 plus 8, that is 2, divided by 2 is 1. 5 adding negative 1 is 4, divided by 2 is 2, and that is the midpoint. And technically, what is it telling us? 1, 2 is the midpoint through those 2 points. That is the meaning. Or this point is equal distance from those 2 points. Now, how to find the equation of the circle? Basic idea is, in the circle, the distance from the center is always constant. And that constant distance is called radius. That is the main idea. Now, the equation of the circle will be x minus the point center is 0 square plus y minus the center y coordinate of the center square. This equals radius square is 4 square. So the final answer is x square plus y square equals to 60. That is the final answer. Again, it is coming from the distance formula. Now here, x minus x coordinate of the center is 0 square plus y minus y coordinate of the center is 6 square. This equals, so radius is 10 square. So we got x square plus y minus 6 square equals 100. And that is the final answer. Now here, other way around. What is the point we are taking distance between x and y and that point? So here, the center should be x minus x1. That means that is negative 10. They are subtracting negative 10. Y minus y1. That means they are subtracting 8. That's why that is the center. 25 is 5 square. So the radius is 5 units because that is the radius square. Now here, this is really cool question we can relate with. If we have the circle, let's say here, Center is negative 10, 8, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, and negative 10, and 8 unit up, 2, 4, 6, 8. So the point is somewhere here. Here is a center. Now radius is 5. So it goes 5 unit up, 5 unit in every direction. So if we go 5 unit down, we will hit 3. Okay? And if we go 5 unit up, we will hit 13. If we go 5 unit left, if we go 5 unit left, we will hit negative 15. If we go 5 unit right, we will get negative 5 somewhere here. So let's make the circle. It's not a circle, but let's consider this is a circle. Then what is the domain? Domain is maximum we are coming negative 15 units left, so negative 15. The maximum right we are going is negative 5, so that is the domain. Range. What is the minimum height of the circle? Positive 3. And what is the maximum height? 13. So that is the range. Is this a function? No, because if you draw a bunch of vertical lines, some of the vertical lines will meet the graph, will meet the circle at more than one point. That's why it is not a function. It is a one-to-one function. Again, if you draw a bunch of horizontal lines, there are few horizontal lines will meet the graph at more than one point. That's why this is not one-to-one. Now here, if we have equation given in this form, then how to write that equation in the standard form, and we have to graph also. So if you notice, x minus something is square plus y minus something is square. So basically we have to complete the square. So let's go over the problem here. So x square, I'm gonna bring all the x terms together, plus 4x, and y terms together, plus y square minus 4y minus 1, this equals 0. We need to complete the square. You guys already know, to complete a square we need half of the middle coefficient. So x square plus 4x, we need half of this 4. Half of 4 is 2 square. And if you do that, to balance that, you have to add on the other side also. Plus y square minus 4y. Half of negative 4 is negative 2. So we need negative 2 square. But to balance that, we have to add negative 2 square on the other side also, and minus 1. And these three terms, they will complete the square. In fact, it is x plus 2 square. Plus these three terms will complete the square, so that will be y minus 2 square. Let's add 1 on both sides. Then 2 square is 4, negative 2 square is also 4, 8. Adding 1, that is 9. So we can write 3 square. So what is it telling us? Center is what we are subtracting from x, negative 2. What we are subtracting from y, positive 2. And then the radius is 3, because 3 square. So negative 2, 2. -1, -2, 1, 2. So this is the center of the circle. Radius is 3. So let's go 3 unit everywhere. 3 unit down. This is the point. 3 unit left. 3 unit up. And 3 unit left. And let's try to make circle. And that is the graph of this circle.